Good
And there we
evening,
go.
Arsenal, Cape Town people. How are you doing? I'm not going to take a wild guess. I think we're a bit happier than what we were in the last few weeks. Welcome, my co-host Morgan. How are you doing?
I am fine, Warren. How's it going there?
I'm happy. I'm a happy man. I'm a happy camper. I'm a happy
No,
man.
no.
When Arsenal win, I am a happy man. I can enjoy my
The,
Sunday and
yeah.
go to church and make my lunch and
And thank the
uh,
Lord. Say,
and
thank you,
I
baby Jesus.
pray hard to the Lord. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, no good. Got no complaints. Baker, Brandon, how you doing, man?
I'm all good, or on your side, buddy.
Yeah, no. Always
Nah,
good to
very,
be back.
yeah, no, for sure. I missed the show, but I'm actually very chuffed for the weekend's result. But we'll get into that during the course of the show.
Absolutely. It felt like a million years since we've with
Yeah,
this international break. Oh my goodness. Anyway, oh, I tell you, man.
yeah.
Ivan, welcome back, sir. How you doing?
Well, thank you. All good, thank you. No complaints. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
good to have a good win behind us again. It's a nice feeling.
yeah, and Brandon was just saying now, a very good, very interesting weekend with lots to talk about. Certainly some shock results, for good or bad. So yeah, it's shaking things up in the league table. But it's good that Arsenal's back to winning ways. I think it gets confidence going. A win with a good performance, a clean sheet, 3 goals, pretty
Oh, it's
much,
been a while.
and all
It's
three
been a
good goals.
while.
Eh? All three of them were
Yeah.
good goals. Oh my goodness! What do
Yeah,
you
they
guys think
were.
about the goals?
Awesome. It wasn't your traditional tap-ins or scrappy goals. Actually, all of them were class. So yeah, we really came back with a bang. Maybe for the first time, I hate saying this, but I think for the first time coming back from international break, and it actually did us some good. So I'm pretty chuffed with the result, yeah. And the performance obviously was, well, I
The
think it was
nice
probably
thing
our
as well
best.
is, yeah, the nice thing as well is that we didn't have to play people like Declan Rice. So
Yeah,
he's got another few days off, and if he doesn't play
yeah,
tomorrow, he's got an extra week,
mm,
to for his broken toe to heal. So yeah,
yeah.
Look, I know all of us.
Warren,
Yeah, yeah, yes, yeah, Morgan.
I just want
Sure,
to say we are seeing your comments and we will start sharing some of them later.
sure,
Yeah,
sure.
but just want to say that he's working in the back room there for us,
Okay, cool.
feeding us all kinds of updates on what's happening in the league.
Now I was just about to say, Brandon and Ivan, we all happier. Maybe one of us is not as happy because he may be losing a bottle of Hennessy because his star player didn't play on Saturday. I'm sorry to say.
Hey,
We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into
yeah,
that.
no,
I'm gonna
no.
ask you guys specifically your thoughts on that. We will save that a bit later. But I won't
Mm.
mention who is someone that's looking like Father Christmas that might be
Yeah,
losing a big bottle of Hennessy.
it's not just
Morgan,
the Hennessy that person may be losing, but that person will have to buy a round of beers as well. So yeah,
Ish.
yeah, that was a bit of a surprise, the lineup as well. Okay, yeah, we were talking about the results. Let's just quickly run through it. Wow, some really wow results this weekend. I mean, I'd like to get your thoughts on that. Obviously, the 3-0 for us, excellent result, excellent performance, excellent goals. One nearly even scoring. That was a bit of a cherry on top of the cake. Villa, Unai Emery starting to struggle a bit, dropping out of the top four. I think they're laying. We'll get to the log now. They look like they're struggling with Champions League and mounting a serious top four challenge. Chelsea annoyingly beat Leicester. Okay, Leicester were really poor. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yeah.
Chelsea is now
Now let's,
third. Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, what are you saying,
Mm.
Brandon?
I was gonna say that Chelsea was actually lucky. Eh? Leicester just can't finish. If they had to finish that chances, and then also there was a dubious call for another penalty there that they obviously never gave to Leicester. So yeah, they
Yeah,
were really lucky.
annoyingly.
Chelsea hasn't been that great. They've just been also scraping some results here and there, but they haven't been that great. I watched that match actually. I was hoping
Yeah.
Leicester equalized to make it 2-2, but
Yeah.
okay, nevertheless, you know.
He's actually sacked the manager yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Mm,
Craig
yeah.
Cooper. He's been Steve Cooper. Sorry, thanks, Tay. Yeah, Chelsea's still ahead of us. I think on goal difference. We'll look at the log now. But
It's
moving,
actually it seems to
yeah,
be square. Everything's square. I
just
think it's
about.
just they've scored a few more goals or conceded
Yeah.
few or
Yeah,
something. We'll
really
see now.
tight,
Yeah.
Yeah.
really tight, really tight.
Mm.
And another team I think is level with us, if I'm not mistaken, is Brighton. They beat Bournemouth, who beat us a few weeks ago. So Brighton are not going anywhere. No, what?
If you want to,
No, we'll
I'm not
get
sure
back
if
to
you want
this
to
now.
see that yet. Okay, we'll get okay.
It's gonna go through the results quickly and some juicy stuff there. Um, yeah, and then okay, Everton. I don't know what's happening there. This was a major shock. Fulham 1, Wolves 4. That was a major shock. I don't know. What did you
Yeah.
guys think of that? I mean, oh my word.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
It
match was on
certainly
the
was.
goal rush.
Yes, you're right.
Sorry,
You're right. You're right.
sorry, Ivan. Yeah, that wasn't a
Yeah.
goal rush. I was watching that. It was actually irritating me because it was coming on while our match was on.
Ah.
And I didn't want to miss any key moments because obviously they minimize our screen and then they show these guys
Yeah,
scoring all these
yeah.
goals. And because I thought, what's going on here? Fulham was leading 1-0. All of a
Yeah.
sudden, I look, it's 3-1. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good result for Wolves because they needed to get out of that. They need to get out of that bottom three. So,
Yeah.
and they don't play bad football. Wolves, so it's actually surprisingly to see them down low,
Mm,
that low on the
Mm.
log
good
this early in
players
the
there, yeah.
season.
Good players,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
Ivan,
maybe
you were
they're
saying?
finding some form
Oh,
now.
sorry. I
Yeah.
think
No
so.
For
problem.
sure.
I think some players have come back from injury as well. Maybe. Yeah.
They got good players, Wolves, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ivan, you were
Yeah.
saying?
No, I was going to say that my brother's a Wolves supporter, so of course he
Oh,
was
wow.
ecstatic on the weekend.
Yeah, that was I mean, we'll probably get to maybe the performance of the weekend because I don't think any person in their right mind saw this. Manchester City 0, Spurs 4. I don't know if you guys saw the game. Is Man
Pardon
City
me.
Yeah.
done or is it just a little temporary blip? What do you guys think? What's going on there, man? Jeepers. Wow.
Well, I
Uh,
hope it's the end to it. They've got to come right this coming weekend.
If only for us, for our sake.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I
What
see
do
what
you
you mean there.
What do you guys think? Warren, do you guys agree? I don't know. This is just my opinion, but this is like a
Yeah,
must-win game for City against Liverpool on Sunday. Is it? Yeah.
Sunday, yeah.
I just feel they have to do it. I think if they lose this one, I think they might be out of it. I don't think
Mm,
they've got that same depth like previous years to come back. I think Rodri was a major blow to them. I mean, we had a similar scenario with Odegaard. He just makes our team tick. I mean, that looks like the Arsenal of last season if you watched our match on the weekend. So
Yeah.
Rodri not being there has really impacted them. Eh? I mean, and they've also been hit by some injuries. So we've always bragged about the squad depth and this and that, but now obviously what's happening now. So
well, if they
it shows.
lose, they will be 11 points behind Liverpool if they lose on Sunday. That's a massive gap. That's huge. I don't know.
Yeah. We just have to
Yeah, I
keep
don't know.
racking up our points, I think, together. We obviously can't be concerned about other teams, but we're going to obviously have to rack up our own points now. I think we got some
Yeah,
favorable matches coming up now. I think we definitely in December can go unbeaten until or whatever in the new year and see what else we got lying ahead of us.
yeah.
But we need to capitalize now.
Here's the interesting comment by Stay. City record at Anfield pretty woeful. 1 win since 2003. Wow. Wow. That's pretty
Okay.
shocking. I think that might
Yeah,
be
that.
even worse than our record at Anfield, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, Ivan, do you think that's game over for City if they lose on Sunday?
Yeah, look, I think that they've been shown up this season. I think that they're certainly missing players. Rodri obviously is the key one, and then losing Kovacic as well. For last week's game, that was a big blow for them. Um, Hopefully he'll be back. I'm not sure, whether that was a serious injury or not, but hopefully he will be back because I think that he'll just shore up that midfield a little bit and give a little bit of a Rodri display. Hopefully,
Yeah, I mean, look, while we're on this, I mean, am I assuming Brandon, Ivan, Morgan, you're gonna say, if you say are we hoping for a draw on Sunday between Liverpool and City?
at
If you had
worst,
your wish.
Can I go first?
Yeah, go for it, Brandon.
Go for it.
Okay, so yeah. Okay, so I think the issue here is that if they draw, like I mentioned previously, we need to capitalize on all our games because Liverpool's going to slip up. It's coming. I'm telling you now, they were lucky against Southampton as well. Some suspicious calls and also for penalties and stuff with the refs. So they've been getting, the luck of the draw here and there. Although their fans complain, but they have been getting the luck of the draw thus far this season. Things have been going for them a lot of these seasons as well. I think that we need to win all our games, and Liverpool
So
will
do you,
just drop their own points.
so do you
That's
are
what I
you
think.
so for the Liverpool City game on Sunday? Are you
Yeah.
saying you'd rather want City to win or a draw
Yes,
or what?
I would want City to win actually, just to
Oh,
break the
okay.
momentum. Because think about it, they're on a good streak. So if you break that momentum, look, we don't know
Mm,
what's going to happen in the Real Madrid game as well in the Champions League. So they got two tough
yeah,
matches this week. So like I said, if they can get a knock, but Nasi Vinicius Junior is injured, so I don't know.
mm,
That
yeah,
might
true,
just be
yeah.
another advantage. Yeah, everything seems to be going Liverpool's way at the moment. Vinicius Junior is now injured. He can't play for Real Madrid. And then obviously they've got City on the weekend. So I would rather want City
So a City win for you.
yeah.
Okay, Ivan, what did you wish for?
I wish for a City win, absolutely, without a
Okay.
doubt. I think that's unlikely, but I think the stats that we saw earlier about one win since 2003, I think
Yeah,
that says it all. I
yeah.
really can't see them doing it, but maybe they can um, help us by just getting a draw, sneaking a draw out of it. So
Yeah,
Mm.
at
yeah.
least that's something.
No, I'm with you guys on that. I agree with both of you. I think Guna Matters as well said it there. He's hoping for a Liverpool lose, like Baker just said, now something to break the momentum and the confidence. But it's going to be difficult at Anfield. I don't know. Anyway, but look, we're going to have to. Weirder things have happened, but it's difficult to see them get a win at Anfield. Okay, Liverpool winning. I mean, I can't believe how bad Southampton was. I watched the game. The Southampton keeper should be shot because he's pathetic.
Oh,
He
absolutely.
totally just ran out of his box. I don't think I've ever seen a
Yeah,
goalkeeper in my whole life run out of his box and the poles
that
being open. I thought, what the
that
hell's going
was
on? And I
that was a
couldn't
rash
believe it.
decision. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what
I
the guy was
just
thinking there.
I
He
can't
literally handed
believe
Liverpool that points basically,
totally, totally.
single-handedly,
I was
single-handedly. I was thought,
shocked
what
when I
the
saw that.
moron. Because when I see that at 2-2, I was like, oh my gosh, Liverpool equalized. They came back from behind. And I
Can you
thought,
believe it?
just hang in, boys, please hang in. Just another couple
Yeah.
of minutes, just hang in. At least get a draw so Liverpool drops 2 points. But it wasn't to be, thanks to the goalkeeper, obviously.
Ivan, I don't know if you saw that Southampton Liverpool game or the highlights.
I did see some of it, and I don't think there's a poorer goalkeeper in the Premier League than the Southampton goalkeeper, because he has played putridly throughout the whole season, and yet he's still their number one keeper. I don't know how many
Unbelievable.
goals he's given away over the course of the year so far.
Can I be honest with you guys? I genuinely thought that the ref blew his whistle and the game stopped. And that's why the keeper ran away out of his box, away from his poles. No, only afterwards I realized why is Salah celebrating the goal. I just could not be. I was in total shock. Anyway, we didn't get lucky there. I was hoping for at least a draw, but they still top of the table. We look like we're gonna have to chase Liverpool down this season. And then there's another nothing team with a new manager that's still shit. So it's no use mentioning them. There's the same services resumed. They are just crap. Ipswich should have won that game. Yeah, what else can I say?
Yeah. I just
They
want to
could have.
point out here that Arsenal so far, depending on what happens tonight against in Newcastle versus West Ham, we're the only home team to win a game this weekend.
Well
That
done,
is,
well done,
yeah.
well
Ah,
done.
So
Okay.
I'm
Well,
not
listen,
sure
if we
what
were
is
due a
wrong.
win, if the
I'm not
bar
sure.
sits so low, Morgan, then we're gonna
Yeah.
be. It's not.
So this
Yeah.
was it would have been a good weekend for us that Liverpool dropped
yeah,
2 points, but yeah.
Yeah, that
definitely.
would have been the cherry on the cake thing. Anyway, let's have a quick look at the log. What does this all mean?
I
We know that
I just want
Liverpool
to
are still.
quickly point out
Yeah.
only one person, would you believe it, Wolfie got the prediction right.
Oh my
So,
word!
Well
Well
done.
done.
I,
Listen,
Well
I,
man,
done,
I was
Wolfie's
Wolfie.
lying, man. Wolfie's lying. He guessed that score line, man. He's in a bit mean like you, man.
I was
He just,
surprised
that's a
that
total guess.
I was
Uh,
surprised after the show that he made the prediction that he made after the terrible things he said. Yeah, but anyway, he, Wolfie got it spot
uh,
on.
yeah. Now Wolfie
Okay,
was
so
chuffed. He
Liverpool
sent me a
top.
message. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
but
happy. Was happy.
I, I
Yeah,
could
no,
see
no.
from the
He's
other.
like, yeah, no. He was happy, Morgan.
Yeah,
I never seen Wolfie that ecstatic. It's like Shalom
I
Guna
was
and sending me
surprised.
all of the emojis.
I was surprised. The predictions were at least that we would concede a goal or we wouldn't score
Yeah,
many. So
yeah.
yeah, the
Okay,
smiles
that's
are back.
good.
Yeah,
Smiles are
I'm
back,
just
you're right,
looking,
yeah.
Morgan. I'm
Yeah,
just
go,
looking
go
at
for
the
it.
log now. And I'm thinking that obviously Tottenham scored more goals than us, but if I look at the top four, there's like 2, 3 goals separating the top four. The problem came
it's
in with our defense has been a bit
poor.
poorer than obviously last season. Hence,
Yeah.
Arsenal always used to share the goals now for the last few seasons. We
Yeah.
don't have an outright striker per se, so
Well,
the yeah. Okay,
I
yeah,
was,
we'll
I
get into
was,
that later.
well,
yeah.
well. Hold on to your horses.
Yeah.
According to Arsenal fans, we haven't scored at all, but we have scored quite regularly. So yeah,
No, but you guys are
Yeah.
right. I mean, it's pretty tight here. I mean, there's 3 teams on 22. Then there's another 3 teams on 19. I mean, it's
Mm,
wow. It's like if you're trying to get into the first page of the league, then there's a
mm.
whole host of teams you're gonna have to overcome here. But look,
yeah.
let's just take
Oh,
it one game
sorry,
at a
I made a
time. Yeah.
mistake. I just a typo on my part. I will fix it now. As you see there,
Okay,
that
it's fine.
they do
Okay.
they do not have 28 points. They have 18 points.
Who's
Mm.
this?
It
Fulham, was
was
it?
Fulham. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fulham, yeah. Mm.
Well, so we on 22, right? So that
We on
is
22. Yeah, everyone is on
so we
22.
nine off Liverpool
Mm.
and substantially weaker goal difference. So
Mm.
okay, we can always pick that up in the next 2 games against. I think we play West Ham and then United at home. I think we can get some big goals.
Yeah.
We can get that game. Yeah. Any comments? Quick comments on that one? I don't like to see Chelsea there. They must come out.
Well, it's
What do
gonna
you guys
happen
think?
soon. Yeah, the luck is running out, buddy. It's gonna happen soon. I told my son he's a Chelsea supporter. He
Who
just
do you think?
walked in earlier.
Who do you guys think would make top 4 though? Who's
Look,
your
Chelsea's
bets
in
on?
there with a shout, to be honest with you. They are in there with a shout. I think they've got good squad depth, actually, to be honest with you. I looked at their squad and they're playing that Mickey Mouse, what's it, conference league, whatever
Yeah,
trophy that they're competing in. So they
yeah.
they can play the C team in that competition. That's like Mickey Mouse. So
Mm.
they're not too worried about really getting injuries because they can rotate all the time. So they are a bit of a dark horse within this
Ivan,
top four.
Ivan, are you surprised that Chelsea are as high as? I'm certainly am surprised because every year season someone's predicted no they'll be top 4 again and then they barely finish in the top 10.
Well, I
Um,
think that if you look at their squad, I mean they've got a really good squad, and they've just not been able to mesh as a team and to bring it together. And I think that Maresca is doing a good job in bringing them together as a team now. And um, I think that they are showing the potential that they should have. Whether or not they can continue throughout the whole season, to pick up the points that they have been, that remains to be seen. But I think that they should be a lot better than what they have been over the past couple of seasons.
Yeah. What do you guys think of our the team we love to hate, our neighbours, Tottenham? I mean, they beat City 4-0, but they lost to Ipswich, I think, before the 2-1. I mean, do you
2-1,
think
yeah.
these guys stand a chance of top 4, or are they just too inconsistent?
They're too inconsistent at the moment. I mean, on their day, they've shown that they can be phenomenal, but the next week they can be just as poor.
you can see their performance over the past 5 games. Let me just show it again. Over the past 5 games, they win one, they lose one, they win one, they lose one, and then they go win a surprising, yeah, yeah. So they've kept the pattern going. So that's not consistency. Yeah, sadly.
Yeah, yeah,
They'll probably
And they
lose their
seem
next
to be
match.
winning away from
yeah.
home.
True.
Yeah, I was just looking at something else, Morgan. If I look at the log, and I know we're only 12 games in. It looks like we're gonna have the second half of the season. We're gonna have more favorable results. I would think. I'll tell you why I say that. I think a lot of the teams that we faced in the top, maybe what? Let me look here. Top 6, 7, maybe 8, or say top 10.
Yeah, yeah,
We've played a lot of those teams away first. They still have to come
Correct.
to the
yeah,
Emirates.
yeah,
You see,
Yeah.
they still
Yeah,
have to come on the second round to the Emirates. And if we playing the way we play now, and we can keep Odegaard and all our regulars fit, I don't see a chance in hell that these guys beat us at the Emirates. No ways. We
yeah,
might be even getting our goal difference up there. That's just
yeah.
how I feel.
The next 8 games says there are many away games as there are home games, but I think what a lot of pundits have been saying that this we've had a very difficult, a very tough start. Apart
Mm,
from the red cards, apart from the injuries, we had some tough games, away
mm,
games especially. So things should be easing up for us a bit. People are predicting, but picking
yeah.
up a little pace for the other sides.
just
And
look
you
at
can see,
Liverpool's. Yeah, look at Liverpool's fixtures, right? That is wow. City home, Newcastle away. Then they got a
That's a
derby
tough
away to
match.
Everton. Then okay, Fulham is a
Mm.
tricky game.
yeah.
Spurs away. Okay, Leicester. Okay, right. West.
Maybe Leicester will have the new manager bump. Maybe they will have the
maybe,
new manager bump. Yeah,
maybe
They
right.
might
Yeah,
just drop points.
then West Ham away, and then they're home to United. So maybe United
Mm.
can do us a favor.
Ish.
Wow, that's a tricky. So yeah, I think this is the perfect time to reel
yeah,
them in.
Mm.
yeah. My
I said
idea
to you
was
that
that if we reduce the 9 point deficit now, is there a chance that we could reduce it to 6, maybe even 5, and then the last 18 games,
mm.
everything's up for grabs. I'm just interested to see whether people think we could reduce the deficit by 4 or 3 points over the next 8 games. Stay
I
seems to
think
think,
that's quite feasible, to be honest with
I,
you. I My prediction over those next 8 games is Liverpool will lose one and draw two.
do you think
mm,
a 5 point deficit at the beginning of the new year is recoverable? We can make that up. We can chase that down.
I think we can.
I, if I'm not mistaken, didn't Liverpool lead us by like 7 or 8 points in December last season?
Yeah, people have made
Possibly,
the
yeah.
point that no
Possibly,
team
yeah.
has ever
So
come back from 8 points
yeah,
behind.
well, we did. We obviously threw it away with 1 or 2 games that we messed up. But I mean, we closed that gap, and they ended up finishing, I think, 7 points behind us last season,
Yeah,
if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken. Liverpool. So it's basically we swapped, we took turns. So I think Arsenal's problem has been we've had a couple of seasons where we've been flying. The first 10 games or so, whatever, and or by say 15 games, we've been flying, and then we hit that bad blip or bumpy, whatever you want to call it, at the wrong time of the season. So I prefer the way we started now, had all that nonsense behind us, red cards, injuries, etc., etc. I think maybe if we can sell 1 or 2 players in January and get maybe another 1 or 2 reinforcements in key areas, we might just be in with a even bigger shout. I still think there's room for maybe some small type of recruitment in January. I don't know
Yeah.
what players we need to sell though. I see Tierney's in the squad for tomorrow night. Uh,
yeah.
I told Warren he's been
He's
training. Warren
training.
laughed. Warren,
He's been
yeah.
training.
So where we gonna play him? It looks like we've got about 20 left backs at the moment. I don't know where this guy's gonna start.
We might have 20 left backs, but we have 21 on the injury list usually. Um,
Yeah,
I
it's a
do want to,
negative one.
Warren, do we want to jump to your question now? Because
Oh
someone,
yeah, yeah.
Brandon has
So
brought up the issue of
of course, yeah.
transfers. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry, I
Oh,
just
while
saw the
while we're
bell
on
over there,
that, I
Raja.
okay.
mean, so just an interesting discussion, and this is a player that always divides opinion. Bit of a surprise that Arteta didn't actually, start him in the game on Saturday. He started Jesus, which came as a bit of a shock. So considering that we won the game, we won it quite handsomely. maybe our best performance of the season, some great goals like we all agreed. Do you think we are better with or without Havertz, or is it just pure coincidence that the minute Havertz wasn't in the team, we sort of put in our best performance? What do you guys think, Ivan? What's
Yeah,
your
look, I
vote
think
on that one?
two things for me. Odegaard coming back has made a huge difference. And Saka has benefited from Odegaard coming back. I mean, Saka was fantastic, I thought, on the weekend. And that's the Saka we want and need to have playing. I think that Odegaard was pretty much up to speed, which is surprising, seeing that he hasn't really had that much game time. But I think those two are really the ones that turn us on. I don't know that if we had played Havertz instead of Jesus, whether it would have been any different. I think we would have still won 3-0. But who knows? We may have got that fourth goal, Morgan. We might have got that fourth goal.
That I needed.
For the predictions.
Yeah.
Baker, what do you think? Do you think we are a bit better with Havertz or with Jesus? What's your thoughts on that?
Nah, I think we have to give Havertz credit also. He's a different dynamic to Jesus. Yeah. Jesus actually did almost nothing for me in that game, to be honest. I think this guy must be sold in January, to be honest. He's just been unlucky with injuries, and when he does get the chance, like the match, I mean, Saka could step up and score. Even Partey came on, Ethan came on and scored. The guy, I don't know, he's just lacking something at the moment, and I don't want to badmouth the guy, but I mean, we need someone that can put the ball in the net, and at the moment, he's not able to do that.
Let me ask you this: I've been arguing this weekend that what Jesus does better than Havertz is able to play within tight spaces. Havertz is not great in tight spaces. He needs a bit more space to get to a ball, to get a header in. And Jesus is better at that. But do you agree then with that with Gunamattis that we are not scoring enough goals? 21.
Look, we had this discussion early on, and I said we're not far off. It's just that our defense has been a bit wanting this season compared to the previous season. So that is where that deficit comes in, where Liverpool has been a bit better on the defensive side. So that obviously contributed to them having a better goal difference at the moment. But Arsenal's been sharing the goals. We scored more goals in Liverpool, I think, last season. And they got Salah and all those guys, outright strikers they bought. They got like 2 strikers or something like that. We don't have a proper striker. And yes, everybody's been crying for it. But maybe the way that Arteta wants the team to play, maybe that type of striker won't suit the current structure unless he changes something. So I noticed also when Kai comes into the fold, we do play a little bit different.
Long balls?
Because,
more long balls, maybe?
Yes, more long balls. He holds up. He can do that. Jesus can't. They knock Jesus off the ball quickly. Now Raya likes to play that long ball to Havertz, and he can't do it with Jesus. So the dynamic of the team changes. Look, everybody's different. He's also a shorter guy compared to Havertz. But what I'm saying is, if you talk about that tight spaces, sometimes he also overdoes it, Morgan. Where this Oki wants to do that last little akkeltje, he was Brazilian, that flea. And then he loses. No, then he loses the ball. It reminds me of Bafana. When he does it reminds me of Bafana. Now, look, I'm not going to take anything away from Kai. He's also scored some vital instrumental goals for us. So I can't say that we are better without him. He suits a different type of match. I think he starts tomorrow, if everything's okay with him, because I think he was on the bench, so he starts.
Yeah, Morgan.
I don't think they're going to start.
Morgan, Gunamattis is saying neither of them are scoring enough goals, which is not a bad comment to make. So, like Baker saying, we need to maybe do something in the January market. Sorry?
I wish Gunamattis was here so I can ask. It's like Baker was saying, I wonder if Baker's maybe right, that we had 3 or 4 players who scored like 10 or more goals last season. And that's the way we distribute goals. We don't expect a striker to get 20, and then someone gets maybe 10 and someone gets 9.
Exactly.
I mean, honestly, if you ask me who's the most likely to score 20 goals, it would be Gabriel. We just need like 20 really good corners Yeah.
But
Ah,
now,
my
in
way.
that same context, guys, if you take away, say, Mohamed Salah gets injured now for 8 weeks, what happens to the dynamic of Liverpool? Because he's been saving them now for the past few matches, whether it be a penalty or whatever goal you want to call it. He's been saving them. He even scored against us as well to get that draw, the 2-2 draw at the Emirates. So
Yeah.
he's been saving their bacon, so to say,
It will be a
for
big,
the past few matches. So
loss.
if he's injured, what happens to Liverpool? I think each team now in the top 4, top 6 got that one vital player. I know when Cole Palmer's also out for Chelsea, they absolute horse crap because
Yeah.
he's the guy that makes them tick. Yeah. So each
I
team
think,
has that
yeah,
player.
there's too many players by us now that's just not scoring enough. And like even Odegaard needs to score more. Okay, he's been out, but Martinelli, Jesus, Havertz, there's quite a few. It can't just be Saka. So
Do
maybe we
you
do
see?
need to
Yeah.
sign
I
someone.
just yeah, no, I just want to ask again. The number 9 debate will go on until we get to number 9, and I don't think.
Mm.
I think there may be a handful of good number 9s that people would think good enough for Arsenal, and I don't think buying them is going to be as easy as people make it sound. They don't they don't grow on trees.
Yeah.
Nope.
They grow on Newcastle. They grow on Newcastles apparently.
Yeah.
But I want to ask. Guna Matters says that what's exactly what happened last season before, but currently nobody is scoring regular goals.
There we go. There we go. Yeah.
Are they not players who are scoring? We don't have to score regular goals. Like we had players who scored 12, like a couple of players who scored 12 or 10 goals. So you don't have to score every game. You have to score a goal every 3 or 4 games. Do you guys agree that no one is scoring regularly? We had a dry period, and we have to admit there was a very dry patch that I can't talk away.
Yeah,
But
look,
Ivan, do you see again a scenario where there are players who could get close to 10 goals or just over?
Look, I think that if we continue to play the way we are and that the way we played last season, I think that we'll most probably share the goals again, because you're right. We just do not have a player who's going to go out there and score, 15, 20 goals. And in some respects, that isn't a bad thing, because if you're reliant on one player, like we've said now, Salah for Liverpool, if Salah gets injured, is that going to impact their ability to score goals and to pull games out of the fire? If we're dependent on one goal scorer to score week in and week out, knowing our luck, at the vital time, that person is going to get injured.
Yeah.
like Van Persie. Like Van Persie.
Yeah, Guna Matters has shared now who scored so far. Havertz 4, Saka 4. I can see those players getting to 10, 3 of those players. If Martinelli
I think the numbers will increase, yeah. I think it will increase.
Yeah, just remember also, Trossard also scores some vital goals. The problem is he's obviously been asked to play out of position in the absence of Odegaard, obviously. So he needs to come back into the fold as well, where he gets his regular chance. But I still think he's better off the bench, though. That's just my opinion. I don't know if that's one of the topics for tonight. Yeah, I don't think this guy must start. Nothing against him, but I just don't think he's that caliber of player to start the match. He's been given so much chances. But Arteta, remember, he threw a tantrum the one day. He didn't want to do his little when he scored the goal. When he came on the bench, he didn't want to do his little chant or whatever you want to call it, and then he threw his toes at the cot. Yeah.
That's the centre back Gabriel that scored too, not Gabriel Jesus.
Yeah, and we just want to make it.
No, I know.
Another point we have to make is that Nwaneri has scored a goal. I don't think he's played 90 minutes of Premier League football yet this season.
No.
I think he's got like 30 to 40 minutes of game time.
That guy's a star. He's a star.
I think he's like a Saka. He's like another Saka, that caliber of player. I think I told you guys, he reminded me of Jack Wilshere, that left footman. Just watch him when he dribbles and the way he kicks the ball. He looks like that type of, he got that similar physique. The way he's not scared to receive the ball in tight spaces. He looks like he wants the ball all the time. But I think Arteta's maybe not wanting to rush him because he's only 17 and he doesn't want the guy to be under.
What do you think of that decision? What do you think? I mean, he's giving the poor guy like 10 minutes per game.
10 minutes, 9 minutes. Some of the other game was 5 minutes, Morgan. Look, I think the guy is hungry, he wants to play, but I think he knows also he's only 17. He's got a lot of time ahead of him. But I mean, if you're hungry to play and we've been lacking options, I would have, if it was my call, I would have said, hey, listen, maybe throw this kid in the deep end because other coaches are doing it.
Listen here,
There's
we
other
know that
youngsters that's playing.
we know that in Bontiville and Mitchell's playing. If you 14 and you look good, they can be basically first team.
Yeah.
You in the first team this weekend. Ivan,
They
what
put
do you
him
think
in.
about what do you think about Ethan? What do you think about Arteta's kind of strategy around him?
Who was that for?
For
180.
Nwaneri, yeah. The little game time he's been getting so far. What do you think of that?
I think that we should try and bring him into the game more often. I think this youngster can be phenomenal, and the more we expose him to the game, and the more he becomes stronger, as a player, in his physical attributes, the quicker he's going to be a star for us.
Yeah, interesting coming from Mariano here as well. We've been playing the title turn. We've been playing the better defenses so far. City, Chelsea, Spurs, Liverpool. A lot of them away as well. I think 3 of them
Yeah.
away.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Morgan, I think we do need to move on to our player ratings.
Oh
We can go through
yes.
that.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
wondering why we're going through the slide as fast as we have. So because this is usually the painful part.
Well, it should be a joyous part now. Seeing
Yeah.
that we
Let's just. I'm just
clobbered
going
them.
to. I'm just going to bring it up quickly. There we go.
Okay. Okay, so we got one person short, Gavin. Yeah, I'm not
We
sure he's
just
joining us.
left. Gavin is not joined. So
Yeah.
so Warren, you can take those. I think you can take those.
Oh,
Or
okay.
maybe we share it. Or maybe
Yeah,
you can take those. Yeah.
Okay, who do
We've
we
lost
have up
Ivan now as
first?
well. We've lost Ivan's signal as well.
Okay, we can give him a second there. But Baker, you
Yeah.
up first in any case. Goalkeeper,
Raya.
David Raya. Out of 10.
Did this guy actually play?
Hey, this is the point. This morning I was having a discussion with us. Before you give a score, I want to make a point, Baker. Goalkeepers are unfairly rated if they don't make saves. Everybody asks themselves, what was he there for? But if you look at, especially Raya has been underrated to my thoughts. The number of times he collects some very dangerous balls, he comes out safe hands. His positional play that allows your defense all kinds of options. His passes through the
quick transition,
back, not the long passes always, but
he
even
throws the ball out quickly. He commands the box very well. That's obviously something our previous goalkeepers lacked. So.
I don't think he had a save to make. So there was me influencing you.
Give me a score. Give me a score.
Look, I'll give him an 8.
That's
8. There we go.
8. Yeah,
happy with that. Happy with that. He was
clean sheet as well. It was clean sheet. Good. So either way, although they didn't really test him, still a clean sheet either way.
No, he's awesome.
Is Ivan back yet? Oh, wait, is Ivan back?
He's coming in.
There we go.
There we go.
Sorry, Ivan.
No,
Ivan, there for a moment.
Ivan, you got Timber right back.
Okay. I don't know. I thought that Durin played reasonably well. I don't think he's quite in the Ben White mold. I think that, especially playing down the right-hand side, I think he's better playing down the left. But I still thought he had a good game. I think he got forward a couple of times, and I thought he was very unlucky not to get his goal on Saturday. So, yeah, I think that I would most probably go with the 7.
Yeah, he's getting better with every game. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay,
I just
Morgan,
want him to go back to left back.
You want him to side right back?
No, I want him to go back to left back.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
I want him to come in at right back and then him to go in at left.
Yeah.
Okay, Ben
I must be some Ben. I must be the Ben 10.
He's going to be out for 3 months, so
yeah, like 2.5 months left.
2.5 months he's going to be out here.
Yeah.
Okay, you want me to take Saliba?
You go for it, Warren. But if you give him anything less than an 8, I'm going to beat you up.
No, I must be. I was quite worried with before the game, Forest is in form and they've got this big centre forward playing up front for them. But our two centre backs, well, Saliba, I mean, he gave absolutely no change to them. He totally dominated. They tried to ruffle him up, but he's a Rolls Royce of a defender. He made it look easy. He gave them no chance at all. Yeah,
He
I,
won the
I
number
would,
of one-on-ones that he won.
yeah. I mean,
Mm.
I would give him an 8. In all seriousness, I wouldn't. Yeah, I think he was awesome. I'd give him an 8.
Just change that. There we go. Oops.
Yeah. And then
Sorry.
Baker, you're gonna take his defensive partner, Gabriel.
Yeah, look, like I say, Raya never had anything to do, so it looks like the defense did their job. They actually handled that striker quite well. See, he was looking to draw some fouls and stuff, but the boys stood strong at the back. They were quite resolute, so I'd give him Gabriel the 8 as well. Same like Saliba. I don't think he did anything wrong that I can
Mm,
remember.
Although he
exactly.
didn't score, so that could be. He didn't score
Nah,
from the
then I would
corner.
have given him an 8.5. I'd have given him an 8.5, Morgan.
So we
Listen,
lost a 0.5.
he scored more than the other Gabriel, so don't knock him, man. He's a defender. So let's
We
let's
might need
play
him
nice.
tomorrow.
Let's play nice here. Okay, left back, Calafiori, Ivan.
Yeah, I thought that he played a steady game. I thought that, after being out for a good few weeks, coming back, I thought he did well. He didn't make any mistakes. And I think he'll grow in confidence, again, as he improves his match fitness. So I don't know. I think I would most probably give him about a 7.
Did you?
Yeah.
Sorry, Ivan. Did you see some of this guy's tackles during that match? This guy actually has a unique way of tackling, Calafiori. It's
Yeah.
clean.
Old
He
school.
wins the ball. This guy did some type of acrobatic challenge where he got the ball from the player, and the player looked at the ref, and the ref said to him, "What are you trying?" The guy got the ball from you clean. He did it twice or thrice, and he's
Yeah.
actually quick in the transition, and he likes to play forward. So I think, like you said, just give him some match fitness. But obviously, it's your score to rate
Yeah.
him. But yeah, I think this guy's got that Italian mentality. Definitely, the way they defend, he knows how to tackle.
I like
I
this
Definitely.
do
guy.
like him, I
I
must
like
Yeah.
this
admit.
guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's good.
You notice how he inverts into midfield as well a lot, eh?
That's what I
Wow.
Yeah.
just said now. Yeah, but the transition, Warren, you
Yeah.
look again, this guy's in the midfield. I'm like, huh? Where's the
Awesome.
left back?
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
you don't even
Awesome.
know. He's sneaky. He's sneaky.
No, he's
The Italian
no, you're
job.
right. Italian job, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and like the ladies will say, there was a few ladies at the pub on Saturday said, and he's sexy as well, eh?
Oh my God, he's a model, yeah.
It was give him an extra half a point there for looks.
Quarter, a quarter.
Just for
He
the
makes
head,
it
just
good
for the
looking.
head, the
Just for
chin.
the hair.
Okay.
Okay, who do I have?
Warren, you've
Jorginho.
got,
Jorginho.
yeah.
Yeah, I've been asking for Jorginho to come in for a while because I think he's someone that can play a pass, and especially when we're at home against certain teams, I think he links up well with Odegaard. So okay, he was substituted on Saturday because he was on a yellow card already. So I think that is
Yeah.
actually clever. It's a pity. I thought the yellow card was harsh. I mean,
Mm,
it was his first tackle. I mean, fair enough. It's a foul, but why give the guy a yellow card, man? Cheapest.
Yeah.
Because it's
Anyway,
Arsenal.
yeah, honestly,
It was like the 25th minute, and I thought, oh my God, that's way too long for an
and you can
Arsenal
see
player to
Jorginho
survive.
going to the ref like saying, "But that's my first tackle. How can yes, sis. Look, I mean,
Yeah.
I would. I thought he was. He wasn't great. He wasn't poor. I'd probably give him like a because he only played one half. I'd probably give him a 6.5, maybe.
Maybe he does the
Yeah.
boring stuff well.
Yeah,
Maybe he just does the boring
Yeah.
stuff
he
well.
does. He
Warren,
does.
he's a bit slow on the ball. Eh? I know he
He is.
hasn't been playing for a while, I know, but
Yeah,
he was a little bit slow on the ball. They almost caught us out
yeah.
twice or thrice
That's why I
there, and
didn't
then
want to give him too
Mourinho
much.
covered for him.
A
Yeah.
7 or a 5. I just thought, okay, you weren't that bad, but you weren't that
Yeah.
good, and you were taken off. So okay, let's just call it a
Yeah.
6.5.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
next,
cool.
who do we have? It's who's that?
Marino, Baker.
Oh, Baker's you,
Ah,
Marino.
my favorite. This guy's really growing on me. I don't know, for some strange reason. I think this guy's gonna. All the naysayers are gonna Be pleasantly surprised by this guy. I think he's coming into the team slowly but surely. He's adapting. I know he comes from a different league, so it's obviously difficult to be thrown in. Rice obviously never played. I think he did a good job. I like the way this guy is forward thinking. Is the way he plays. He's not the guy that plays sideways or back. It looks like he just wants to go forward, which I like about him. So he also makes some good tackles. I was actually surprised by him. He makes some really good tackles in that match. Not just this match, but other matches as well. I'll probably give him, just to be on a 7.5.
Yeah, I agree with everything Baker said there. He's growing on me, and he's definitely getting better every single game.
Yeah.
I thought he was very good on Saturday, and again,
Yeah, he
I
was.
think he's one of those players. He makes the simple things look good.
Mm.
Easy, sorry. Okay, 7.5.
Ivan Odegaard.
Captain, fantastic, Ivan.
Okay. Yeah. I thought that we were a different team in that first half with Odegaard playing. I thought he was fantastic certainly in the first half. The interplay that he had with Saka was great. I mean, the way they interchanged their passing for Saka's goal, although Saka did a lot of work to actually make the goal from that. But those little passes. I mean, there's not many people who can pass a ball like Odegaard can. I thought that it showed in the second half that he had been out for a good while, but I thought that overall he had a fantastic game. I thought we needed it. We needed him in the side, and I would certainly rate him at about 8.5, even a 9 maybe.
Okay.
I'm giving him a 9
score.
for your maybes. Yeah. Because, I mean, he's not. I mean, everybody's surprised that he's playing. He's not playing like a man who's just come off a long injury. Let's put it that way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the thing, yeah.
I think, Ivan, I think you and I both agree. We just need the holy trinity together, which is Odegaard, Saka, and White. So, the overlapping White runs. Yeah.
Yeah, can't agree anymore. He was absolutely fantastic. We just look at totally different team when he was in the squad. Okay, Starboy. Do I have him?
Yes, you have him.
I mean, yeah, you know what, So if I've given the midfielders have a 7.5, I'd probably put him on par with Odegaard because I just thought the levels of energy and enthusiasm and the link-up play with him and Odegaard was breathtaking at times. I don't know if you guys had a look at Nuno dos Santos, the Forest manager, his face in that first 20 minutes. He looked like a man that saw a ghost. He genuinely looked like he had no idea what has just hit him. Because Forest were chasing the trees there. Sorry for the pun. They were chasing shadows, absolutely chasing shadows. I have to give Saka a 9. He was incredible. His best performance of the season. Fantastic goal. He could have scored more. He tore them to shreds. Absolutely tore them to shreds.
Warren, but it also
a 9
shows
for me.
that. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to say this. I was saying this last week. Without Odegaard there to do that creative stuff with him, he's a very different player. He has to do a lot more work.
Yeah, true.
Odegaard immediately allows him to become a more creative player. He's so good, but and it's just better with Odegaard there.
Agreed.
Yeah,
absolutely. Okay, moving on. Ivan, Jesus, who's replaced Morgan's favorite guy, Havertz.
Yeah. I think that Jesus worked hard. I thought that he did a lot of good work, but I just don't see him as a number 9 for us. I just don't see him creating enough or even getting into the positions to score. And while he had a steady game, I thought on Saturday, we need more out of our number 9. And for me, that is why I would rather play, Kai in that position. I think that I would give Jesus at least a 7, but I don't know that I would give him much more than that.
Yeah. he's not risen again like the real Jesus, but unfortunately,
Yeah,
I'll
uh,
send him,
even
I'll send him
when
some
Jesus
macros
was
bites.
at City, he wasn't a down and out striker there. He
mhm,
wasn't prolific, a prolific goal scorer, and I think that he's doing exactly the same thing, at Arsenal. And
yeah,
um,
I
I
just
think
thought that
that from game to
initially.
game it's great, but I think we need a different type of number 9.
I'm not sure that he's a number 9, but I must admit I enjoyed him so much, especially in the first half, because it felt like he was adding to that sort of inventiveness and that creativity that we showed in that first half. The only disappointment was that we only scored one
Yeah,
goal in the first half, but I think he had a lot to do with that creativity and that dynamic
Sure. Yeah,
gameplay we
look, I
had.
mean, he had a good opportunity to score. It was just a pity he was just a little off balance when he took that shot,
Hmm.
and wasn't able to get the power behind it to curl it into the post,
Yeah.
inside the post. But he, as I say, I think that he had a steady game. I thought his interplay was quite good, but for me, I expect more out of our number 9.
yeah, true. Um, Trossard, Baker.
Ish. I said this guy must start off the bench in the beginning of the show, and yeah, get him.
He
That
Ish.
was
still
not
makes the start.
intentional. It,
He still
Eh?
makes the starting lineup.
it wasn't intentional,
Yeah.
Baker. I promise you.
I know. I think the viewers will probably think this thing is scripted. Now, this guy disappointed me. I was disappointed in his performance, to be honest with you. He had two chances in the six-yard box where he totally fluffed it. Uh, Ivan just mentioned now that Jesus also had a chance. Yes, I know about that one, but this guy had two chances. We should have definitely been up like about maybe 3-0 at halftime. But he totally miscued the ball there. The first shot, I remember that one. I was like hitting the bloody
Yeah,
counter top here because I couldn't believe this guy. For his standard, that's what I'm saying. It's like this guy gets lost when he starts. He can't play 90 minutes. He must come on here like 60th minute or something like that, maybe
Yeah,
70th even. He's
super
an
sub.
impact player. He's like a super sub. He just can't start. It doesn't suit his type of playing style, or I don't know what it is. It was maybe too long for him, and he's not a guy that can hold out for 90 minutes or whatever. But I would give this guy a 6.5
Mm,
because
yeah,
he had two shots, and I mean, if these guys had equalized in that first half, we would have been in trouble.
Mm. I
Definitely.
yeah,
think part of the
So,
problem is that most of the play came down the right-hand side between
mm,
Saka and Odegaard, and I think he was starved a little bit of the ball down the left.
yeah. Look,
But
I even agree with you to a certain extent. That's normal because that's always been our strong point, and a lot of the pundits have been pointing it out to say we've always been one-dimensional by playing down that flank. I remember when Martinelli was so poor, they were saying that no one feeds Martinelli or assists him on that flank. So he's playing on the same side, but what I'm referring to is he had point blank, like close
yeah,
range shots.
then I
You
agree
know,
with you. Agree with
yeah,
you.
for that,
Absolutely.
yeah.
It's
So it's
it's
not
not
that they were.
lacking because he's a good finisher.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So it's something's lacking there because obviously it's not a question of receiving good service. The ball was there in the six-shot box, and be playing Champions League, you can't have that type of player with if it's a lack of confidence or whatever it may be. You can't have that type of guy playing in that position on the wing then. And look, he finds himself in very good position. One thing about him, that is why he's always scored such vital goals for us in the past. Just because he knows exactly where to position himself within the box. The issue that I have is now, look, he's been playing obviously, like I said in the beginning, he's been playing in the Odegaard role. So I'm not bad mouthing the guy, but I'm just disappointed in this particular performance. He's been crying for a start. He's been getting it quite frequently or regularly, and for me, he's just not cutting it for 90 minutes or whatever, 70 minutes. He should
yeah,
rather come on in the second half, to be honest with you. This guy's been
yeah.
so phenomenal coming off from the bench. He scored some vital goals for us. Even against Liverpool, he was good. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just
No,
Brandon,
my
fair
do you
enough.
opinion.
see him? Do you
Fair
see him
enough.
starting the next game?
No, we can't start this
Just a
guy.
quick yes. Okay. Yeah.
I think
Okay.
No.
Martinelli will come in. Yeah,
Martinelli
guys.
will probably come, I think.
What do
Yeah.
you A quick score on Arteta. What did you give him out of 10? A quick one. Ivan, what did you give him?
Sorry, who?
Arteta,
The
the
man, the
manager.
manager.
Uh, yeah, I thought that he surprised us with his selection, but I think it paid
Yeah.
off well. I think most of the people delivered the goods. I would give him 8.5.
Yeah, well done. Baker, what did you give him?
Yeah, give him a 8.5 or 10. I think I sent you the lineup before the match. I got it quite early on one of my apps.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, is this guy mad to make 5 changes? What the hell?
Yeah.
And then I thought, okay, then I remembered we playing tomorrow against
Yeah. Yeah.
Lisbon, and
Sporting.
then we got
Yeah.
the weekend. Sporting, yeah, Lisbon, yeah. And then I remembered, hey, they had some injuries. Declan Rice had a toe problem and he played the one game. Maybe they're resting him. And I
Yeah.
think Arteta actually got it spot on because he said, actually, the post match, everybody's hungry and they were actually questioning, are you mad? You're making 5 changes. Why are you not playing Declan Rice? Why are you not playing Havertz? And sometimes these guys do need a rest. And you actually maybe just left him out at the right time, and because the team
Yeah.
gelled so well. I think if Odegaard's involved, I think it doesn't matter who he starts on the flanks. I think the interchange on the play, the guys are so they're more
Yeah.
positive. You'll notice,
Yeah,
and
for sure.
confident when he plays. So
No,
yeah,
he was good.
Yeah.
Good. Well done to the manager. I think I would have given him a 9. I thought he was brave and fantastic. Okay.
Mm.
On a lighter note, let's lighten things up a
Let's
bit. Let's make it
yes.
more lighter. Little fun
Mm.
quiz like we normally do. Test your knowledge a bit. So I went back to our first season at the Emirates Stadium. We moved in during the 2006-7 season. So question number 1.
So all the questions, just to be clear, all the questions are about
Relate to
that
that
season.
season. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay, which player did we sign on loan at the beginning of that season? Was it A, Danielson, remember him? Was it B,
Mm.
Song? Was it C, Baptista? D, Lord Bentner?
Lordy Bender.
Remember Lord Bentner?
Sure. Yes.
Oh.
Yellow, blonde guy.
Mm.
Yes, with his pants down.
Mm. That's a tough one. On loan, now which player is beginning
Yes.
of that season?
They could have
Oh,
stayed afterwards. I remember they could have stayed. Potentially, it was just they came on loan.
yeah,
That's how
for
they.
that
Yeah.
season. Yeah, for that season.
Yeah.
Some we bought. There was one player that we got on loan. If you don't know, you can just guess it as well. Man.
I would say Baptista, but I don't know.
I was also looking at that name, but I think yeah.
Yeah, Baptista
I'll just go
is
with
probably in the
A
fourth
quick
there.
guess. A quick guess.
Quick one.
I'll
Brandon.
go I'll go with hey.
Danielson.
Mm.
Yeah, there we go. The answer
But is
is
him.
Julio Baptista.
Ah,
We got him
I
on
was
loan
Julio.
from
thinking it
Real
was right.
Madrid.
Well done, Ivan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Famously scored. Didn't he score 4 goals at Anfield that season in the League Cup? Anyway,
I think
No,
so, yeah.
yeah. Yeah,
Could
I would
be.
remember him, mate. Jeepers.
I
Then
remember him
question,
now.
yeah, question 2, same season. Okay, so which team unfortunately knocked us out of the Champions League this time in the round of 16? So was it A, Barcelona, B, Monaco, was it C, AC Milan, or was it D, PSV Eindhoven?
Which
must
team
be
knocked us
A. I don't recall us
France.
losing against any of the other three.
Look, it is a few
Barcelona.
years ago, so in fairness.
Sure. This was a while
Barcelona,
back.
yeah.
So the
Let's see.
Brandon.
Okay,
Go for C. I'll go for
AC
AC Milan.
Milan. Okay, so we got Barcelona and C, AC Milan.
Probably
The answer
Morgan,
Barcelona.
is
Oh,
Ah,
PSV
see.
Eindhoven.
I know, but what has been least expected? Wow.
yeah.
Can you believe it? I still remember that
Jeez.
first league. Oh my goodness.
Now
Good
the
Lord.
ringing a bell, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
some tricky ones there. Question 3. Who was our top goal scorer in all competitions in that season? Was it A, Captain King Henry? Was it the guy we just spoke about now, Julio Baptista, who came on loan? You know, he scored a couple of goals. Adebayor, or D, Van Persie? Top goal scorer
Mm,
in all competitions.
In all competitions.
I had a C there.
When did
That's
Henry win?
Ronwen. That's Ronwen.
Ah,
She shall sing.
okay.
She sang C. I must choose C. Adi by
C,
yo.
is that your final answer?
Yeah, I'll go with him.
Ivan?
Why not?
I'm just trying to figure out when Henri left. So I'm going to go with Van Persie.
Okay.
The
Morgan, do us
answer.
honors.
Van Persie.
Hey.
See, I saw the scoundrel, the traitor.
See, I think
Uh,
I suspect Arteta was the manager that time because 13 goals is all you need from your top striker in
Yeah,
the
there we go.
Arteta game.
Setting the
Yeah,
tone. Setting the tone.
yeah,
sure.
It wasn't a very good season for us, to be honest.
yeah. No, it
Yeah.
Okay.
wasn't.
Okay, here's a
Yeah.
bit of a fun one. So, who am I? Um, I was born on the 11th of May, 1986. I played as a box-to-box type of midfielder. Before joining Arsenal, I played for a French side called Auxerre. I was also part of the Arsenal squad in this season, 2006-2007, playing a total of 18 games and scoring just one goal. Who am I? There's a couple of clues in there that I gave.
And the stadium went quiet.
And it's you're thinking harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2006.
Are you guys
Wow.
able to see the comments section?
Mm-mm.
No.
Okay,
No.
Not at the
that's
moment.
that's good.
How about Grimaldi?
No,
Take a
can't see
guess,
the
man.
comment.
Take a guess. Take a guess. Take a guess.
I'm going to say Grimaldi.
Gilles Grimandi. Um,
Yeah,
Baker.
2006, box to
Yeah.
box. I think the French side, Auxerre is ringing a bell, but I'm trying to think now what player it was. Jeez. I got no clue. I don't even want to guess, guys. That's
Okay.
got
Can I
me
show?
waxed.
I'll show you what
Yeah?
the comments section shows. Stay says Abu Dhabi. I'm not sure. It
Mm,
sounds like yeah.
Diaby.
Gunabatis agrees it's
Yabi.
Diaby,
Yabi.
and the answer is if
There
I
we
told
Diaby.
you
go.
then the player's first name is Vasiriki, would you have guessed?
Vasiriki.
Yeah. Yo, this guy the most hopeful player we ever signed, and then this guy just got injured. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember him now.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Genghis
I
favorite player.
remember him. Yeah, he was different, but he was a good player when he was fit. Yo, this guy was
He
good.
was, yeah.
Yeah.
He was
Just too
talented,
bad the
definitely.
injuries. Nah, he
I
was
think it
good.
was.
He was
I
good.
think it was. I think the French player with a Russian first name can be confusing. Yeah, you struggle a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, he got a weird
Vasiriki.
name.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
EPL
sorry, Warren.
fixtures. No, that's fine. So we got a Friday night game. Brighton at home to Southampton, bit of a South Coast derby there.
Mhm.
Saturday, of course, we've got a chance to close the gap on both those teams. That's important. I mean, it's not a
Mm.
major factor, but we can put pressure on. I mean, I'm going to throw my TV in if we draw that game or lose. I'm seriously,
Don't be
especially
negative for it.
Oh,
especially
good.
seeing that it's my birthday weekend, so they dare
Woo!
not
Yeah.
drop points.
Yeah.
No ways, no
Nah,
ways. I'm just
we know.
thinking.
I think we're winning this game. We'll do the
Yeah.
score prediction probably soon. So yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Sunday there's some
Charles.
tasty games. Chelsea at
Mm.
Yeah.
home to Villa. That could
Yeah.
be interesting. Unai
Oh, there's
Emery's
4
got a,
matches this Sunday. Mm.
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bumper Sunday. Bumper Sunday.
Phew.
Yeah.
Spurs at home to
Ah,
Fulham. Fulham, okay, London derby. There, Fulham could come on. Ex-Arsenal boys Smith Rowe and
Yeah.
Iwobi. Come on, guys, let's do it for us. And of course, the big one. In all honesty, I mean, the Arsenal game is the biggest one, but you know what I mean. The
Yeah.
Liverpool
No,
City
no.
game. That one is going to be a tasty one. That's the late kickoff on Sunday. So a chance for Arsenal to
mm.
close the gap come Sunday
Yeah.
morning.
Just put a bit of
Yeah.
pressure on them. Just a little bit of
Yeah,
pressure.
just a little bit of pressure. Okay, do you want to do predictions now for the next
Yeah.
tomorrow night
Let's-
and Saturday?
Yeah.
So
Just
Ivan,
we-
are we gonna do Kaguna Matters is saying what do
we're gonna score 2.5 goals.
okay,
I,
2.5
I don't
goals.
know what you were thinking.
2.5 goals. You got me confused there. I was like, what the hell's going? What is that for VAR? That extra point
Yeah.
five. Another 6-0 like Neil,
I
come
don't
on.
know. Yeah.
Neil's having too
That's,
much brandies here, man. I mean, Neil, calm
yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Okay. Who do we have first? Sorry, it's the Champions League game first. Okay, let's do that one
Yeah.
first, Morgan.
Yeah.
Ivan, predictions for tomorrow. Sporting at home to Arsenal.
I'm going to go 0-2.
Nil. Okay. No,
No,
that wrong one.
14 0,
Sorry.
Arsenal 2.
No, that's
Oh,
a
sorry. My
PPL game.
apologies.
Yeah.
My apologies. My apologies.
0-2, yeah. Okay, Baker.
Uh,
Sporting Arsenal.
Champions League. Why 3-2 Arsenal?
Yo, yes.
Thank
This
you.
is isn't this at Emiraten guys X Club Sporting? Yeah,
Yeah, the Man
yeah,
United coach, the new Man United.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Correct.
him. That's them.
Yeah. Okay, Gavin's not here. Okay, I'm gonna go 1-0 Arsenal. Morgan. Woo!
I
3-0.
just think we're gonna score all 3 goals in the first half. Then Odegaard is gonna come off, and then we're just gonna go a bit flat. So that's my prediction.
That's not bad
Okay.
actually. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Can I change it to 3-0 as well?
You're welcome
actually,
to.
that actually sounds like a lot of sense. Yeah. That makes
My
sense.
my logic is good. Yeah.
Yeah,
My
no,
crystal
that
ball.
did
We'll
sound
see how
right.
good
Yeah.
the crystal ball is. Yeah.
Okay, so well, a lot of goals we're predicting. Okay, Saturday the league game. Ivan, West
So
Ham
we're
at
already
home to Arsenal.
predicting a clean sheet, eh? I don't have to say anything, but we're going to have a clean
Yeah.
sheet.
That's why I left it on note for West Ham.
Don't jinx us, Morgan. Don't jinx us.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with another 3-0.
There we
Wow,
go.
wow. Okay, now West Ham's in a bit of trouble. Baker,
4-0 Arsenal.
woo! On my
Baker, that's
birthday,
my
yes.
score, man. That's my score, Baker, man.
I'm sorry. You can make it
Warren
5,
and
Morgan.
Schoor.
Why not?
I am gonna have to.
You know what, eh? I'm being a bit of a copycat here. But I'm gonna steal Baker's score here. I'm gonna say 4-0.
You see, one good weekend, and everybody's excited.
Let's get behind the boys. Let's get behind them, Morgan.
There we go, Morgan. Well done.
Yeah.
Wow, 5-0.
I'm always looking for
5-0.
the outside bet. I'm always looking for the outside bet.
Mm.
Why not?
Okay.
So I just
Yeah.
want to see what the other predictions are. We have quite a few predictions here. I'm not sure which game
Yeah.
Neil is referring to. Did we beat West Ham?
West Ham,
or
yeah.
Sporting?
Yeah,
Yeah,
West Ham, yeah.
6-0,
6-0,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Stay is pointing out that we haven't had a great record
Yeah,
in Portugal.
wow.
Yeah.
Jeepers.
So
That's
yeah,
poor.
it's been, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that we'll change the pattern. You know, the records are there to be changed. The world keeps spinning. Goodematter says Sporting 1, Arsenal 2. Goodematter also predicts then says, oh, we're going to keep that clean sheet on over the weekend. And then Stay, as always, has lots of stuff in that memory bank, all on his very fast Google. Ruben Amorim X team now managed by
Pereira.
João Pereira. Sporting knocked us out the Europa League on penalties during 2023 season.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So yeah. So you know, I did say 3-0. So and I have no reason to doubt that that's going to happen.
Isn't that striker playing for Sporting that one that we interested in signing? Golkeres or something?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're actually going to be going up against him.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's why I said 3-2.
Wow.
Those guys been those guys been phenomenal. I've been watching him more, and those guys are
I
beasts.
see what you mean. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so is this like a shopping window for him, or
No.
I don't know.
before we
Apparently,
sign him, or what?
I think
I
he
don't
wants
know.
to go to
Apparently,
United.
the United, the coaches, apparently wants to follow the coach, but I don't
Yeah.
think he's gonna go there. I doubt it.
Yeah.
Well, apparently he's been advised not to. So
Mm.
I don't know.
Any
The
particular
coach
reason?
You've seen what
No
happened against
particular
Ipswich.
reason needed.
He probably watched that match and thought to himself, "Why did this coach leave our team? Why did he go there? 1-1."
Shame
Yeah.
the guys only had like 2 days with the players. So yeah.
No, he had a little bit longer, but anyway, my deeper sympathy to him.
Yeah. Okay.
Guys,
Stay, I don't know where Stay comes up with this, but
last
this
time we beat
last time
Sporting in Europe
was
oh,
2018,
2018,
19.
2019. Oh wow.
Well, like
I can't
5 years ago,
remember.
5, 6 years ago almost.
I
Yeah.
can't remember who was it. Probably Lacazette's era and Aubameyang.
Yeah.
85 million release clause. Why not go for him for his year? I agree. If he's good enough. Well, listen here. Let's see tomorrow. Let's see
Yeah.
how he plays against our defenders. And then maybe Arteta can say, okay, you know what? Just come with us on the plane and then we'll give
Who
the
do we
money.
sell? Warren,
Uh,
who do we sell to get him in
we
January?
can,
That will come in January though.
Jesus and
Sanchenko
Sanchenko. There's a
and
few there.
Are you saying that the Man City players have been the curse that have kept us back from winning the title?
the people saying they're agents, double agents for Pep.
So we can give him Sterling. We can give him Sterling as well.
Sterling's on loan, isn't he? He's not like
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
on
It's
loan.
not a bad one. Swap deal with Newcastle for Jesus and Isak. Isak
I
is
would
my
go
number
with that.
one choice.
In a heartbeat.
You know,
Nah, definitely, yeah.
I'm not
I'll
sure.
definitely
I'm
take
not
Isak.
sure how many heartbeats Newcastle would require to make that swap.
That
Yeah.
guy
I would-
that guy don't be long at Newcastle. Jeez, he's wasting his
That
time.
guy's
Here.
good, eh? That guy's good.
Yeah,
That
he should be in
guy
an
is
Arsenal
good.
shirt. I was actually
Absolutely.
disappointed when we didn't go for him. But okay,
Thank you,
it is
Baker.
what it
Thank
is.
you.
Why
Thank
have
you.
other teams not gone for him? This is the question. What is it that others are seeing that Arsenal seems to be the hot favorite? But I am
I think
thinking,
other
why-
clubs have got strikers already. So because Spurs bought Solanke, Liverpool got a striker, City's got a striker.
Yeah, also,
Chelsea's got.
I think
Yeah.
I think some of these guys also Morgan, they look for first team guaranteed starts.
Yeah.
They want to be the outright number one striker. They don't want to be on the bench and all those. They want game time. So if you can guarantee them that, they will take the contract. They'll sign it. So
I think
obviously Newcastle never. Yeah.
I think we there we go. Isak and Odegaard
Yes.
played
Yeah.
together.
Isak
at
and Odegaard
Wales
played.
yesterday.
Correct. Yes.
I don't
I
know. We
forgot
say
about that.
it's all this. I think I'm gonna.
I
I will
do not
say a
know.
beer
I do not
because it
know.
was everything. Cheapest.
yeah,
I'm gonna give him
He-
I think I'm gonna
he
give him
also
the
knows.
bottle of Hennessy.
Stay also knows that Isak is injury prone. Stay also knows the encyclopedia says Isak is injury prone though. So
He has had a few
Encyclop-
injuries, but look.
Yeah.
But then he will fit in at Arsenal if he's injury prone.
yeah,
Let me put it
I'm
to you that
beginning
way.
yeah. I'm beginning to think that Stay is not a real human being. It's an AI that infiltrated our ranks. So yeah.
Shit,
Anyway.
Guys, thanks so much for joining. Awesome, much happier mood. Long may it continue. Hopefully we get to see you again before the Christmas period. But anyway, enjoy the evening and
Thank you, guys,
go
man.
Gunners.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thanks
All
a
the
lot,
best
guys.
for tomorrow, boys.
All the best.
There we
Enjoy
go.
the game as well. Yeah.
Cheers,
Cool.
man.
Lovely.
Yes,
And see
guys.
everyone in
Hey.
the comment section as well.
No
Bye.
problem. Cheers, everybody. Thank